It is hurt. It is hurting. Oh. Oh no. What's no? What's that? Void of Doom? Take the victim's place? No. We are on the final videos for Rogue Trader, and I am absolutely terrified. We are up against Catan Shard. He looks absolutely badass. He looks like he's going to stomp all over me. He has a butt ton of health. We're not doing too hot. The Inquisitor did a number on us. So yeah. I'm not entirely sure how we're doing this. Oh shit. Oh no! No! Mistakes were made.
Request approved. Running
I prematurely started the match. Not good, not good, not good.
Request approved.
15. Okay, 15. And he gets his health all the way back. That's great. That's for... Oh, and that's rude. Oh, no. Oh, I can't stand enemies that do this. Okay. I'm not a big fan of enemies that do this. Luckily enough, she slaps.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands.
Reality
I'll do it.
of contradictions.
I don't think he was happy. No, because it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit him. I've only got one. There's no point. Right. Okay. We'll just do some fierce recitals.
But of course, Lord Captain. Nothing stands against me. For the throne's glory.
No, it makes no difference. Never mind.
Naturally.
I will move him away
need a
though.
Foothold.
Gotta let Argenta then deal with him. What? Do? Ah, that's rude. Ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ow, ooh.
Prominence cannot damage a star. So it shall be. Ruins out of your bones of time. Is on the hunt.
Dude is just gonna keep.
See how the might hand
Oh, that's.
my strike by the wayside. Perish.
Can we not move?
Cubs play.
Move a little forward,
I challenge you, damn get.
and then.
None can do
I mean, that's a little bit better. No, it's not gonna do much. Kick him. Get him!
Prominence cannot damage a star. So it shall be.
Oh, Abelard's there.
I've seen worse battles than this in my
I
time.
wonder if Abelard can charge. Charge him!
It will be done.
Hit him again.
Indeed. Grey hair, sure hair.
Threads of purpose are unraveling.
I'm gonna have to start pulling out the, you know...
Don't let your guard down.
It goes... Will it go right through? Should be
I'll see
fine.
to it personally.
Did we miss? It's like, did we miss? You served
I'll
me.
make it happen. It's as good as done.
See how
Still not really hitting hard though.
the bite of death. Cubs play. My hand is
We're not
thunder.
really hitting hard.
My strike is ruin.
Momentum.
You should feel honored to witness this.
I will do my... An exemplary strike.
I don't know. We're just hitting him.
Threads of purpose.
I've still got that other guy to go and get.
At your beck and...
Prominence cannot damage a star.
It will be done. Grey hair,
Ooh, we should do that
sure
more
hair.
often.
Who, if not me? On it. I'll make it happen.
What else but a canvas of paradoxes?
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Advancing. My
God, itches now.
vulnerability analysis successful. Running binaric override. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. The fleets of voices are mine. I have become the All-Father's worthy
Throne take you.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Wait. Before I do this, I need to... Oh no, it's gonna... bugger.
Rejoice
Oh,
in
it doesn't
battle.
matter where I hit him.
As the Emperor commands, I
God,
act.
she missed. All that just to miss.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I won't go down easy.
Why is he getting
I
hurty?
won't object to it. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
A fleeting moment of integrity. Gone.
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
Question, where did all his health bugger off to?
I hunger for battle. So it... Feel the icy bite of death!
And kick him.
See how the wolf succeeds!
I was kind of hoping that maybe he's...
Victory is imminent. It will be done. At your beck and call. Indeed.
Holy!
We'll rule the stars themselves. Follow my lead.
Okay, I was gonna say let's do that again, but we can't. Oh, we're in his... Miss him.
It will be done. Target well struck. Victory is an exemplary strike. Grey hair.
Oh, that is some...
At your beck and call.
That was awesome.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
It's as good as done. Who, if not me?
Yeah, because heaven forbid she misses.
On it. Consider this a taste of what's to come.
Oh, damn.
I'll make it happen.
It will be done.
Oh.
I've suffered worse.
Rude, though.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Like, I kind of want to get out of the way. I'll take the...
My vow is to serve. Request approved.
Is it going to do anything?
Running by
Oh, it did.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Cannot damage a star.
Oh, where's he go? Where are you going, bud?
God Emperor, move through me.
Is that
Be the fire
still
in
too
my
close?
My Emperor.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
No, but everyone else gets hit.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands.
Oceans bleed!
That was a bad idea.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
That was a very bad idea.
Get me a target.
I'm gonna see if I can go
Let's
cure him.
see to it.
No. Oh, I might be able to.
Get back to fighting.
Careful now.
Everyone, step aside. For the throne's glory.
Ooh.
Opponents cannot damage a star.
Nothing stands against me.
None can do my dishonor. My strike is ruin. So shall it be. Wolves feel the icy bite of death. So shall I become the Old Father's worthy instrument.
Right, okay. What is this? Okay, there's two of them. Think I'm gonna get Ulfa to destroy it. Because I don't like it.
Wolves rage.
At your beck and call.
Don't hurt him.
An exemplary strike.
Please don't hurt him.
It will be done. Victory is in the target. Well struck. I will do my duty.
I'll see to it, the best defense is a good offense.
There's a lot happening in this fight, okay?
It will be done. At your beck and call. An exemplary strike. My place is at the fore. I'm not interested.
Get it, get it, get it. Nice!
Of time, see their last.
I'll make it happen. On it.
Need to get this one sorted. Are there two of them?
Fractured echoes beckon.
Didn't flinch.
Explorers know one route. Forward. Insignificant value.
Out of line.
These are not that universal.
I don't know if it'll do anything. No.
My vow is to serve. Request approved. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Guided by
See,
faith.
it doesn't matter. She's too close.
I will not.
And I'm pretty sure Titania's gonna get hit here.
Faith without deed.
Purpose are unraveling.
I'll do it.
She is a danger to herself.
Let's see to it.
She truly is. She is a danger to
I won't
herself.
object to it. The Inquisition sends their regards. Scorn the pain. You have my thanks. Naturally. But of course, Lord Captain.
So it shall die in disgrace. None can deny. I will carve runes out of your bones. So shall I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument.
I feel like these are going to take up most of my thinking.
Cubs play. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
Okay. So many shinies.
Ah, field medicine at its finest. Victory is imminent. Indeed. Ah!
For God's sakes.
I'll see to it personally.
See how the... Feel the icy bite of death! So it shall die in disgrace!
I hate the Orby things. I need to kind of stay within some sort of range so I can kind of pop my head around.
Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
A shattered divinity.
Great.
Vengeance will be swift.
As the tactical imperative dictates. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends
Nope.
all. The scriptural prognosis is
Missed.
favorable. My vow is to serve.
Fate shields me.
Damage a star.
I don't know what to do. Lufa's standing too close to that for me to do anything.
Throne take you. I won't object to it. I'm done with this one.
Well, have I not actually got that yet? Okay.
For the throne's glory.
The threads of purpose so moving.
Okay, I have a choice here. No, I don't really, do I?
Wolves rip. My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. I will carve runes out of your bones. Feel the icy bite of death. Cubs play.
I have an amazing person here, and I can't use her because she hurts everyone. I don't know which one's better. Target gains 24 armor, 13 damage, and melee. Melee attacks gains just 15. Oh, we'll do that
It will
one.
be done. At your beck and call. Just a minor setback.
Threads of purpose are unraveling.
Victory is imminent.
That's another one. So, let's... Wait, is that because I can't see him?
I'll see to it personally.
My hand is thunder! My strike died in disgrace! So it shall be!
Let's make some opportunities. I'll make it happen. Consider this a taste of what's to come. On it. Who if not me?
Okay.
I will endure.
Get the double.
Someone's death wish is mine to grant.
Okay, so reckless.
Naturally.
Hit him.
Let's see to it. Nothing stands
Nice.
against me.
Oh, that was a nice move. Are you telling me it was all? Okay.
Indeed.
The providence cannot damage a soul.
Request approved. Running binary override. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Okay. Again, I've got Argenta sitting here doing absolutely nothing. I can't even, like, get her to buff anyone. What is her other weapon? Shotgun. But it's nowhere near as good.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus. I won't object to it. But of course. Naturally. I won't object to. Holy terror! Smite your enemies!
Okay. Kick him!
Let's see to it.
A providence cannot damage a star.
Oof. See, at this point now, I'm thinking if that would be close enough. No, we've got to do it this way. We'll do it like we did before.
Cops play. Wolves. Feel the icy bite of death. I will carve runes out of your bones. None. Feel the icy bite of death.
Oh,
Wolves reign.
we didn't get an extra hit on that one. Oh, oh, oh!
See how
Someone was listening.
so shall
Okay.
it be.
Someone was listening. This is stacking. Now that I've noticed it, it's stacking.
It will be done. An exemplary strike. Pain and duty go hand in hand. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
I'm ready for whatever comes. It's as good as done.
Beat it up, Ulfa.
Cops play. My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
I feel like he would so be better up here.
Bones.
Right, Argenta gets a move. So if I'm gonna move him.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. See how the wolf succeeds!
You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Gone. The scriptural process is completed. Your life is a negligible variable.
Okay.
Request approved. My vow is to serve. Threads of purpose unraveling.
So if I move her back slightly. There is no one here to hurt
Justice for
him.
the weak. You, my emperor.
Nice. That is all she is there for.
But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it. Nothing stands against me. Ugh. I won't go down easy. For the throne's glory. Naturally.
Opponents cannot damage a star.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Should be okay.
Our foes reek of cowardice.
You don't really have any buffs.
Wolves reign. I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument!
Threads of purpose.
Cops play. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father! Feel the icy bite
loud.
Indeed. I will do my duty. Target well struck. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Okay. Okay.
I'll make it happen.
As the Emperor commanded, my act is chosen. One is a prayer.
Perfect. She had to. This is what she
I'll do
does.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
This is her job.
The best defense is a good offense.
Running binaric override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. My vow is to vulnerability analysis. Successful.
Pain cleanses the body. Eradicated.
Throne take you. Let's see to it. The Inquisition sends their regards. Van Calix, focus.
It is hurt. It is hurting. Oh. Oh no. What's no? What's that? Void of Doom? Take the victim's place? No. What the hell?
See, my hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. So shall it be.
I'll be
I don't know what it is,
Bite of
but I'm just gonna attack through it. That's a big no, my friend.
my hand is thunder.
Let go of him.
Strike is ruin.
Is there no way of getting
So
him?
shall it be.
Indeed.
I don't know what that is.
Grey hair, sure hair. Ugh, my ears are ringing. It will be done. At your beck and call. It will be done.
Oh, can he not move? Oh, I was really hoping to get him to move. Oh, that sucks. I don't know what it does. But it's not good. It's not something good.
On it.
I will do my duty.
Do you know the person who should take his should be Pascal? Oh, I didn't see you guys. Is there like no way to save him?
I'll make it happen.
Is there no way.
I'll see to it personally. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
The room of centuries is faster than light.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Cannot damage a star. The threads of purpose unraveling.
The battle formation is broken.
That sucks. It's an insta kill.
I'll do it. For you, my Abby. Strike is a prayer. This is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Reality is a tapestry of contrast.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Is there no other way of...
Rejoice in battle! Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, I'm just gonna have to put her back. This is the biggest pile of oof. Right, can you take your go? No? He's thinking about it. What is he thinking? I don't like it. Or is it broke? Oh, don't tell me it's broke. Leo! He's just thinking. Okay, it didn't take a go.
See how the wolf succeeds. Wolves red. Feel the icy bite of death. My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. So it shall be. Cubs play.
Victory is in target well struck. It will be done. Indeed.
I'm petrified now. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. I mean, if you're broke, great. I'm legit sitting on the edge of my seat here. What the hell? Come on. Okay, what is going on?
I'll make it happen.
Victory is imminent.
I don't know what's going on, but I don't care.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
On it. The best defense is a good offense. I'll make it happen.
Grey hair, sure hand.
Oh my god, are we? Oh, he is so nearly dead. I think they're broken. I think the shard is broken. I think we broke them. I think we broke them. I do. I think we broke the game. I think the game was like, eh. Do you know what it is? I blame whatever this is. 99 what? We're fired up 99 times.
Running binary code line. My vow is to serve.
Dude. We broke the game.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
And I am not sad about it. I broke it. He doesn't take a go at all. The last couple of goes, he's just stood there. I have mastered. I have overpowered the Catan. I have done it, folks. I am so I feel cheated in a little way, but I'm kind of glad because, you know, I'm kind of glad because I don't think I would win this fight.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I
Injury
act.
is not an excuse to shirk one's duty.
Get back into the hole you belong. I can't believe it broke. I'm kind of relieved that it broke, but at the same time... The ancient monster struggles against the energy manacles of the yoke. Its impossible powers that makes reality itself burst at the seams are now being forced into a compact dungeon. Quark by quark, returning it to a cruel and painful non-existence in the moment. It could struggle harder, but something is hindering it. You are the cause of these hindrances. Only now does the Catan Shard turn its focus to you. For the battle was nothing more than a reflexive resistance of an alien mind absorbed in a completely different range of thoughts and responses. But now, it is thinking about you. And its thoughts are so corporeal that you can sense them and know them. It seeks an end to the confrontation. It is capable of resolving it in a way that would benefit all. More and more tears appear all over the shard's forms. As the yoke absorbs its power, it becomes increasingly harder for the shard to maintain its physical structure. Each imperfection you inflict brings the star's predator closer to imprisonment. What the hell? Oh, it's Theodora! And as yet another layer of reality cracks, a figure appears before you. Her. After giving you a probing and appraising look, Theodora permits herself a slight smile. I'm going to try and touch Fyodora. Particles of reality around you begin to boil, trying to heal the wound upon existence and preventing her from entering your version of reality. You and she can exchange words, thoughts, glances, but a physical connection is an impossibility. You are merely fleeting phantoms that could scatter at any moment. She is silent, her gaze trained on you, as if she is trying to commit your every feature to memory. I'm at a crossroads, Fyodora. What should I do? Her smile grows wider. To walk bravely, first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmare untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the roads of thorns, through pain to greatness. The wound on reality is healed, and the vision of Fyodora quickly fades away. You catch her last words. Whatever fate you choose, one can only hope it will be better than mine. Okay, think about the Catan. Mental contact is effortless. This is not communication, such as a powerful being cannot comprehend communicating with anyone but its equal. It simply bears the gift of making the other hear and understand it. So grand is the potential of its thoughts. Okay, try to comprehend what a Catan is. Catan is the pinnacle of reality. It is eternity, dominance, omnipotence, individuality. The Catan is the original purpose behind all existence. The rest was born in order to contain, nourish, and be appropriated by the Catan. To the Catan, space is an illusory variable. To the Catan, time is young and trivial phenomenon. For it existed for an eternity in a gaseous energy, font of the universe before time was eventually born. To the Catan, fact and probability are mere abstractions between which it can soar on its electromagnetic wings. Currently, the Catan is not whole, shattered into lesser pieces, and so where its thoughts and powers, the feelings of emptiness is oppressive, and it yearns to become one again. You hear a whisper from Pascal's vox. I know this feeling, Xenos. I sense the motives behind a Catan's action. Catan wishes to be all. Catan exists to spread and conquer, not to stay manacled within untime, where it was entombed by the contemptible sentient tools away from all that is. The Catan wishes to ascend, sate its hunger, and embrace once more the pure exhilaration of claiming and taming reality. Try to understand what benefits the Catan promises. Power, eternity, comprehension. The Catan once chose to reign over the short-lived races and forged a new and glorious fate for them. It has learned from its mistakes. Now, it would only bestow its gifts upon the chosen few. The Catan can grant. Your thoughts falter, for it is difficult for your mind to fathom the full scope of this word. The Catan can grant everything. It is much easier for you to stop trying to comprehend the Catan than you for it. One who can grasp the world in hundreds of ways to stop comprehending you. I'm going to deliver the final blow. I consign you to oblivion without end, monster. You strike, leaves another fracture on its ethereal body, forcing the Catan to expend one more grain of its attention on maintaining its physical form, and that is all it takes for its power to start flowing into the oak. In an endless stream, the ancient monstrosity lets out an enraged howl, for this is the second time in an eternity that its freedom is being usurped in a so forceful fashion. As you stand before the yoke's control altar, you gaze upon it, possibly the greatest instrument of destruction in the history of your race. The key that unlocks the gates to the nigh unfettered heights of power, a weapon. The cog the gate blocks that was designed to transmit orders to the imprisoned Catan shatters into pieces. It is a weapon no longer, merely a prison. And that is the end of that. Shadows of the Future. The Catan Shard was destroyed. The shadow of the calamity threatening the Coronis expanse, should the ancient god ever be unshackled, had been lifted. At least for a time. Gazing upon the drained and crippled worlds, the rogue trader saw innumerable opportunities for growth of her dynasty. From the ashes of decades of relative peace, a new ambitious power was set to rise. Pulled between various forces that were desperate to control the rogue trader, her ladyship managed to walk the fine line between fanaticism and heresy and becoming a heartless monster. Each force was either an ally or an enemy, but none were her master, and Titania von Shire von Valancia served only herself and her dynasty. Everything else was either a resource or a trophy. Having lost its leader and lacking a worthy successor, the Tudor dynasty began to weaken. The grim legacy of the abominable aspects revealed itself, and the protectorate fell into chaos. Grasping claimants tore the defenseless Damascenes apart. Resisting the temptation that besieged him, Caligos Winterscale returned to his domain and began to piece together the shattered remains of his protectorate. Until his dying day, his actions and thoughts were dedicated to saving abandoned worlds and protecting survivors. Alas, he was not able to achieve much in the time he was allotted. He breathed his last breath on the same throne that he refused to leave for decades, adamantly refusing augmentics that would restore his mobility and the power to his legs. The cult of St. Drusus continued its indefatigable struggle to spread the faith around the expanse, expose the vile transgressions of authorities. The stronger and wealthier a planet was, the less its rulers wanted to see the black-clad preachers. Riots and assassinations pushed the cult to a place where it felt most confident, the frontier. Hieronymus Doloroso remained the most revered priest in the cult of St. Drusus. He turned no one away, hearing confessions from pirates, bilge rats, deserters, and beggars alike. It might have been one of those undeserving wretches who infected him with a rare form of leprosy that robbed him of his sight. Yet his heart could always see the corruption in the souls of his repenting children. In the following years, the Cognizance fleet slowly and deliberately left the explored systems of the Expanse for furthermost remote regions. Observation stations and claimed worlds were abandoned, and even Irreferent too became a derelict. Statistical divination warned the fleet's conclave of grim events awaiting the Expanse, and they decided to deliver their fellows from the coming storm. Yet, they did not share the truth with the lay people. The schism of discontinuing the cycle engulfed the entire Cognizant fleet, and soon the civil war was over. Disregarding the commandments of their forefathers, the explorators started down a dangerous path of new comprehension, creation, and revision of procedures and algorithms. The fleet was united once more, and in its unity, it was ready to stare down any horrors standing in the way of the headism of the maintenance and operation. Magos Dominus Opticon 22, one of the first to hail the return of the Messiah, took the helm of the Mother Squadron of the Cognizant fleet, unquestionably embracing the teaching of the discontinuing cycle. He personally saw to the crushing of any renegades who did not accept the Messiah's word as truth, and earned himself the identifier Throne Scourge. The crisis in the Expanse dealt a serious blow to the business interests of the Fellowship of the Void. Having no powerful allies, they retreated into the darkness of frontier systems. The hard life they faced there forged them into a new tribe, furious, wild, and willing to do anything for survival. They swore to return and retake what had once been theirs. And for many years, old Riser presided over the captains of the Fellowship, and at the end of her life, she once again took the helm of the ship and led an unprecedented attack on the Mother Squadron of the Cognizance fleet, during which the attackers managed to seize a dozen transport ships loaded with the Omnissiah's sacred gifts. Violence throughout the Expanse put many on their guard, and as a result, the Casablanca mission's business declined. Soon rumors surfaced among the coal traders about this so-called commission that had been made through the Moor and into the Expanse. Its professed purpose was to audit assets and take measures to restructure operations. These words carried them an ominous threat. Vladimir Toklara, a Legion footfall, survived 14 assassination attempts and thwarted no less than 2,000 schemers before a shot finally took his life. The esteemed Legion's funeral was held in great secrecy, with only his closest entourage being permitted to view his corpse, which spawned some peculiar rumors. A multitude of agreements bound the Imperial Navy to the von Valancius dynasty. Captains were eager to patrol the Protectorate, knowing they would be richly rewarded. Competing ships were lost to pirate attacks and subjected to harsh inspections. Many officers quietly entered the dynasty's service, receiving a salary and a title in exchange for their excellent skills. Worthy admirals valued their new friends and enjoyed more gold on their uniforms. Charters Captus Austria's Forfast founded the Forfast and Companions Merchant Company, excelling in trade and acquiring a substantial escort fleet. After 3 decades, he travelled to the Moor to return to the Imperium in hopes of obtaining the fabled warrant of trade. It is not known how this venture ended. Dargonus grew and prospered until it became the capital of the Coronis Expanse. The planet was like a giant magnet, whose pull held together the worlds of the Expanse, absorbing the treasures and vices of the sector. Humanity was exploring the Expanse, and Dargonus became the capital for the brave starfarers and pioneers. It was from here that expeditions departed into uncharted wilderness, and here they returned bearing wondrous trophies. Captains, cartographers, and scribes flocked here to exchange the news. Kiava Gamma washed off the stains of its former defilement to become known as a pious and productive world. Hard work and inquisitive study for the mysteries of the technology glorified by the Deus Mechanicus. Kiava Gamma grew and new manufactoriums were founded, until disturbing reports started to trickle in many years later. It seemed that someone had secretly taken control of the colony, shrouding it in a tangle of conspiracy. Neither inquiries nor threats to the tech priests or executions helped. Someone in the shadows was weaving their web and making secret plans. Janus was conquered, the xenospirits were exorcised, and the wilderness subdued. The fields grew until they covered the entire planet, and billions of tons of provisions were harvested there. Janus had become the breadbasket of the Expanse, and to threaten it would be condemned. It would condemn millions to starvation. Janus became a melting pot for cultures from hundreds of worlds, taking in refugees from across the entire Expanse in its darkest hours. It became a stronghold and a symbol of hope. After the crisis passed, the refugees started to return to their home planet and to reclaim the lost worlds, thus earning Janus the proud name, Home of the Reconquista. 5 years after the Epitar campaign, Vivos 6 died out as a result of an unknown scourge that came from beneath the ground. Convicts and overseers were poisoned, mangled, or just disappeared. However, slave barracks was quickly repopulated, for there was no shortage of outcasts and criminals in the Expanse. No longer secluded and forlorn, Thalstone turned into a spiritual center of the Expanse. Clad in gold, and the power rulers went there to be anointed for greatness, criminals for penance, and the righteous for encouragement, and there was no end to them in sight. Treasures and influences quickly corrupted the supreme hierarchs of Thalstone, turning them into coteries of venal egotists anointed by greed. And as they did dirty deeds under the cover of the holy vestments, their power steadily grew. It is hardly surprising that a few years later, the hierarchs of the Thalstones recognized the blood relationship between their patrons, the von Valancius dynasty, and Saint Cognatius himself. With the fall of their unholy patron, the edge of daybreak, the cult of the final dawn perished as well. Every cell of the cult was hunted down and eliminated. Rumors that some worshippers of the ruinous power had managed to get away, hiding the writings of their warp-banished lord under their robes, were baseless. Left without a mission or a leader, the word-bearers retreated to the depths of the Immaterium. Their last act of vengeance was a bloody assault on footfall. The populace of several asteroids were exterminated or enslaved, and the statue of the God Emperor was badly damaged. After recovering from Chorda's regime, Footfall reclaimed its status as a trading hub of the Expanse. Having learned a bitter lesson, Vladimir Tokara created Footfall's partisans militia, as well-equipped mercenary army that answered only to him, a modicum of order returned to the station. Left without a sun, the Rykard system ceased to exist. Its now frigid planet spun away into darkness, no longer held by the gravitation pull of their star. A century later, a fragment of Rykard Minoris entered the Verbunda system and was snared by void miners. A piece of its rock was delivered to Footfall with reverence and used in the restoration of the God Emperor statue as a final memorial to the world devoured by corruption. Rumors of the rotting remains of the Adari craftwork spread around the expanse. Explorators, privateers, Casablanca agents, and any hungry for easy money all rushed to the frontier systems to vie for a piece of the prize. Some were swallowed by the warp, while others perished in skirmishes with their rivals. The most skilled and fortunate returned empty-handed after decades of searching. The colossal ship, as big as the Imperial world, simply vanished, as if it had never existed. But the legend of the forbidden treasure lived on and continued to bring daring souls to ruin. Half a century later, the expanse trembled to the echo of the Eldari war songs. Myriad war bands appeared out of nowhere, leaving a trail of bodies in their wakes before disappearing into the webway gates, masterfully hidden from the eyes of the Monkey. The children of the Asaurian had come to avenge the death of the craft world of the Krudarak. Their woeful retribution lasted many decades until both races were war-worn and out of blood spill. The spirit monolith, purified by the Harlequin troop on the Crone world, was hidden from the insatiable eyes of the Monkey by raging warp storms. Ships started going missing more frequently in the systems close to the planet. Even the most courageous captains gave the regions a wide berth, and it was named the Damned Reef. Somewhere on the underside of reality lay Cumera, woven from manifolds of a dimension and illuminated as always with the light of stolen suns. Its streets ever filled with screams in agony. Any misfortune experienced by the Dark City became another scar on its appalling face, lost among thousands of other vile blemishes. As long as the pain pulsed in its blood-soaked spires, the insatiable and unshakable Cumera continued its flights through the webways along with its unchanging ruler, the leader of the Cabal, the Black Heart, and the most dangerous of all Drakari, Asdrubael Vect. After the rogue trader's visit, dimensional rifts opened up around the spire of the Reaving Tempest, flooding the streets of Cumera with demons. This excursion terrified Cumera. The Cabal of the Black Heart managed to stop it, but some Archons saw the event as a sign of their leader's weakness. Others interpreted it as a grim omen for the entirety of the Dark City. The fall of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest united Cumera for a brief and bloody moment. The elites of the Dark City set their squabbles aside and found a new game in tearing apart the domain of Archon Eurymarius. The fate of the Raven Tempest reminded the other Cabals that nothing lasts forever in the Dark City, save the city itself. The dimensional gate leading to the Necron tomb worlds was sealed, and not a soul knew what transpired on the other side. But now and then, rumors come from the fringes of the system settled by humanity, rumors of sickle-shaped ships that appear and disappeared suddenly without showing any signs of hostility. Yet. The voice of the Voxmaster Vigdis Suriota of the Ptoleman dynasty was long heard in the Coronis expanse, trumpeting the arrival of the rogue trader. It brought glad tidings to the faithful and instilled horror in the heretics awaiting righteous retribution. After her death, Vigdis was granted the honor of being immortalized in the Herald's server skull. For many centuries to come, her voice praised the Von Volantius dynasty, transmitting orders across decks. Master Helmsman Raver diligently executed his duties until his dying day, without once succumbing to sleep's sweet embrace. Only when a piece of shell penetrated the bridge's armored hull and was stopped by the stern officer's unyielding chest did he finally know rest, leaning against his trusty helm. Many years later, High Fact and generous Danrock sought permission to retire. He said that the age had softened his heart and that the more worthy young and assertive successor should take over his position. There was no shortage of candidates. Under all that fat, Danrock had a sentimental heart. He spared nothing for the orphans of those that had died serving the rogue trader. The children were given an excellent education and were eager to serve the Von Volantius dynasty. Urban Drivestem cared more about preserving the influence of his line than the well-being of the protectorate. His blind ambition lost him his governor's seat and the respect of his family. And within a few generations, one of the largest houses of Dargonis turned into an obscure family of the petty aristocrats. Toriana Gabrak missed the moments when her family, which had previously functioned like a well-oiled machine, started to fall apart. Racked by infighting among her distant relatives, many blamed Torania for Kiavagama's disaster. Soon, the Gabrak family splintered into warring factions and spent centuries locked in a violent struggle, only occasionally punctuated by futile attempts to reunite the house. Macarius Sourback was loyal to the rogue trader to the last, despite all the rumors to the contrary. Finding little affection among his subjects or family, he stayed true to himself, remaining a forthright, severe, and pious person. Macarius strived to ensure that every soul in his charge felt justifiable dread before both him and the God Emperor. Members of the House Viserion served the dynasty faithfully and loyally, amassing more and more power. A century later, they had finally gained the respect enjoyed by the other noble houses, yet power and luxury can dull any blade. The now pampered and idle aristocrats were scarcely recognizable as the descendants of the formidable Seneschal Viserion. That's sad, that's sad. Clementia Viserion, granddaughter of Abelard and Chancellor of the Argonus, executed her duties irreproachably and even found time to school the younger generations of her family. She was an equally skilled mentor, chancellor, and political operative. And after the century of immaculate service, she surprised everyone by leaving her position and becoming the first mate on a trade ship. She would later admit, like a true Viserion, that she had always had the passion for ships and voidfaring. Branches of the houses Gebrac and Viserion became intertwined for the time after the marriage of Astartia and Vicent. To the great sadness of the couple and the great amusement of the spiteful Dargonus nobility, their marriage produced no children. Just like her ancestors, Astartia Viserion Gebrac dedicated her life to service. Crushed by the events that shook the stability of his house and his inability to provide an heir, Vicent lived in his wife's shadow, and when his time came, he passed away without notice. The Harlequin, known as Nocturne of Oblivion, visited the Expanse once again, sneaking into Dargonus. He came to the rogue trader's palace and left her a special gift, a case of Ardari crafting, unmistakably ancient and precious, adorned with the rune of an eye inside a triangle. Only the Lord Captain knew what it contained. The Harlequin candidly warned her that he was drawing the von Valancius dynasty into a deadly dance and shaking doom that all will freeze within the threads of terror's gloom. Well, then he promptly departed, and not without reason. A few hours later, assassins from the Dark City appeared, following his trail, and were mercilessly killed. Their armor bore the sign of the Cabal of the Black Heart. After months of searching, Dargonus wardens found the remains of the Achilles Escalander on the lower levels of the hive. Drukhari artifacts and records discovered beside him indicated that the agent of the Inquisition had been compromised and was working with Xenos. The old Slife Malice did not risk returning to Comra. I beheaded him, where the cult of the Fatal First was exacting vengeance on everyone who had helped the rogue trader. He took to piracy, forming a crew from the remnants of the Reaving Tempest, rekindling his own old thirst for battle. He seemed to shed a good 100 years of his age like a snake skin. The savage deeds of the Gordai Skatov witnessed on Footfall traumatized him forever. His architectural genius was shattered. Only the rare collections of the true connoisseur held his work written in shaky hands. Footfall, the ultimate void station and mortuary. Having completed his last journey with his Lord Captain, Abelard Viserion, with the gracious permission of the rogue trader, left his position as Seneschal and took over the helm of his large family. House Viserion rose above its rivals and was never again the target of persecution, even after their esteemed patriarch died decades later in his bed surrounded by his grieving loved ones. Abelard's shining memory was blighted only by rumors of a creeping madness in the twilight of his life. Many said they had seen the esteemed Seneschal talking to someone unseen, in a voice filled with unusual tenderness and sorrow. Even the momentous events of the Epitaph could not silence the call in Argenta's soul for a mysterious relic she so eagerly sought. The Sister of Battle left the rogue trader's retinue and embarked on a solitary pilgrimage in search of the Salmus Prime. Her fate after that is unknown. Jay Hidari basked in the rogue trader's light for many years, trying to make the most of such illustrious patronage. Alas, her appetites were insatiable, and 2 decades later, she brazenly attempted the coup. It was a failure, and she found herself on the executioner blocks. Before the end, she bestowed one of her famous smiles on a thronging rabble in farewell. He betrayed me? Rude. Hedvix van Kallox, the former interrogator of the Ordo Xenos, took the mantle of the Lord Inquisitor after his mentor's death, receiving both the Inquisitor's rosette and the duty of defending the sector from the enemies of humanity. Van Kallox became the new warden of the Coronis Expanse. And after laying his hands on the instruments of mass destruction, the Inquisitor announced a crusade against the many heresies of the Expanse. With no regard for the lives lost and no mercy for the smallest offenses, he purged the region with fire and sword, uniting thousands of fanatics under his banner. When the Inquisitor Van Calix's time came to an end, he left behind a massive retinue of acolytes. One of them assumed his mentor's mantle when the Inquisitor fell, fighting unknown Xenos in the Atlantic south of the Expanse. In her journeys with the rogue trader, Cassio Celio experienced all the hardships and delights of the galaxy. The invaluable experience and new knowledge helped her to finally conquer her fears and accept herself and her powers. The Lady Navigator became Novator of her house, tasked with addressing the consequences of Trifoni's rule and the chaos that followed her disappearance. For the duration of her reign, she patiently worked on uniting the feuding branches of the house, forging alliances and expanding the influence of House of Celio. The Stayaway Atlas, which contained the memories of Trifoni and Cephalia clan, lost its power. The House of Celio's navigators once again had to rely on skill alone in the depths of the Immaterium. Many lost their lives, but those who survived the crisis became hardened veterans and pillars of the house. Most of those fortunate souls were young and brave. Too few among them were old and wise. Ideria Telas lived several more years after the Rogue Trader's grand campaign on the Epta. Despite her short life, she left behind many legends and tales of her adventures in the Lord Captain's service, of the terrible warp phenomena that she manifested. Shortly before her death, Adira vanished from her post. Jade disappeared with her. When Jade returned many cycles later, she declared that Adiria's last days had been full of joy and adventure, and that her greatest pleasure had been watching the Void Whales play. In announcing the discontinuing of the cycle, the Amronak Collective instilled terror in the hearts of those who revered the theorem to purity. But it gave hope to others after gathering its disciples and recruiting server soldiers from the vassal planets. It ventured to the worlds of the Screaming Vortex and to the infernal forges of the Dark Mechanicus. The march of the reindoctrination was meant to seize the stolen secrets of the Omnissiah from the hands of the heretics, temper the cults in the fire of battle, and transform it into a tool for both eradication and comprehension. The fleet disappeared into darkness, and only rare echoes of the astropathic message were ever intercepted. For many long years, Juliet travelled at the Rogue Trader's side, helping her decipher the secrets of lost Xenos races and lending her wisdom of her kind. Half a century later, she sensed that it was time to say goodbye. The path of the outcast had come to an end. After bidding farewell to her Elentark, Juliet made her way to her surviving kin. Juliet followed a new path, the path of the warrior. She only hoped she would never be forced to raise her weapon against mortals who had become her true brothers and sisters in arms. Rumour has it that Juliet and Pascal met again among the alien stars, and a band of Adari warriors were trying to protect an ancient planetary edifice of their people from covetous servants of the Omnissiah. Upon learning that Juliet was leading the Xenos, Pascal personally descended to the planet and struck down his former comrade in arms. Her death did not stir any feelings in his metallic heart. After joining the Stormbiters, Ulfar Funderlung soon became the pack leader, taking the place of Fullblood, who met an honourable end. The new leader sent a message to Fenris stating his intentions to remain in the Expanse. There were too many enemies yet lurking in these hunting grounds that deserved the Allfather's wrath. Legends paved the formidable pack's path in gold, and years later Ulfar found a battle in which he could meet his honourable death. But the warp was suddenly torn asunder, and ships from Fenris bearing the mark of the Wolfhead came to his aid. Saved from the battlefield by his loyal companions, Halbrat, Ulfar accepted the honours of the Dreadnought and was entombed in sacred armour. During the blessed ritual, he cursed and demanded to be left to his death, but his brothers merely answered with mirthful laughter. When he recovered his senses, Ulfar led the forces to the heathen stars. The Allfather had given him a new mission in a near-death vision. No one in the Expanse had heard the word of the Space Wolves since their departure, yet many believe that one day they will return victorious. Do he know a Dreadnought? Wow! It is rumored that the true cause of Fullblood's Ironhide's demise was treachery. Faced with superior enemy, the Space Wolves called on their allies for help, but a nearby squadron of cognizant fleets withdrew defiantly, broadcasting the The blood debt to the Archmagus Amranth is not forgotten. Such was the echo of deeds of the rogue trader of House von Volantius. Deeds that transformed the Corona's expanse and prepared it for events even darker and more violent. But those are the events of a different story. This one has come to an end. Oh, we're done! We're done! We're done. Thank you so much to everyone who has followed this journey from video 1 all the way to now. Oh man, that was really enjoyable, and I'm going to miss Titania von Shire von Volantius. I am. I also plan to play this again. I plan to do a full heretical run. And I will do that as soon as I hit 1K subscribers. Well, not as soon as, but as soon as whatever, you know, as soon as I can after hitting 1K subscribers. So if you're not subscribed and you want to be subscribed, hit the subscription button, hit the like button. Help a lowly heretical wannabe out. I'm gonna speed this up. Oh no, I'm gonna freeze it instead. I froze it. Anyway, folks, I don't. No. It's like speed up, but it doesn't speed up. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being with me for this journey. Thank you. I'm gonna miss this game. This game has become part of my life. All right, folks, until I am next looking at you, I'll see you soon.